Hello Scorpio, I'm Marina and this is your monthly horoscope for February 2018. It's gonna be a karmic month because we have a very special event. There is a solar eclipse in Aquarius happening at the middle of the month. So watch this video if you want to be prepared and learn how it might impact your life during the upcoming 6 months and 3 years. So before that, I just want to make a very quick announcement about the webinar which I will make on the 18th of February. It will be about the types of aspects in astrology. I will describe 32 different types of aspects, including major and minor aspects, creative, karmic, separating and applying, left and right aspects, and much more. It will include general theory and advanced techniques. So if you're interested, please check the link in the description below and save your seat now. Okay, so we are ready to dive into February's predictions, and the most important thing which will happen is basically this focus of energy here in Aquarius. This is how your horoscope looks like at the very beginning of the month. We have the Sun, Venus and Mercury in Aquarius in your 4th house. So this is the main focus of the attention. It's about your home and family, or the place where you're living, connecting with others on an emotional level, or exploring your emotions in general. And perhaps this will be a time when you will need more privacy. 4th house is one of the secret places. It's something that you have on your own, which is not visible for others, which is not public. So probably you will feel very well if you spend more time at home on your own, even if you relax or connect with your family, and generally you work more with your emotions and psychological conditions. Now this position is even more important because we are going to have a solar eclipse in Aquarius as well. It will happen on the 15th of the month. And basically the solar eclipse is a karmic event because we have a new moon, but at the same time one of the lunar nodes is in conjunction with the new moon. That's what makes the event karmic, because you know that the lunar nodes are generally related to karma. And in this case, we have the South Node in conjunction here with the new moon. The South Node is related to the past, to our previous incarnations, or just things that we have already experienced. And this solar eclipse here suggests that maybe it's time for a new beginning for you, but at the same time you have to leave something in the past. That's very important. The reason, because we have the South Node here, not the North. So if you want a new beginning in terms of family and home, the place where you're living, even to change where you're living, even relocation could be related to that, or you may want to settle down and have your own family, this is great. The solar eclipse may help you to achieve that, but you need to leave something in the past. If you're not ready for that, you might be stopping yourself, and it might be on an unconscious level, and you may think like you are ready for those changes, but if they're not happening, it's just because you're not allowing something from the past to stay there and you're still stick to that. So separate with your past and you will open yourself to the new beginnings. Now, it's important that also the Sun in Aquarius will make square with Jupiter. Jupiter is in 1st house for you, which is a very important position. And generally, Jupiter is a great planet related to opportunities and success and growth. But when you have those type of aspects, when you have a square between the Sun and Jupiter, this might be a time when you might be unsatisfied with your success, or how fast you are growing, or what you have achieved, especially in terms of your personal achievements or family status, or maybe the place where you're living, basically anything related to your 4th house. And the way to handle with the squares is to put some extra efforts and make changes. You might feel unsatisfied, but at the same time it might bring you a strong motivation to do something, to be more active, to be more initiative, and to overcome those situations. So it's time for personal changes, especially in terms of family, home, the place where you're living, and everything related to 4th house. Now the good news is that we have Uranus making positive aspect with the Sun in Aquarius. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, so this positive connection actually is even stronger in this case. And this aspect, this is called a sextile or 60-degree aspect, is a very soft but at the same time supportive aspect. And Uranus is the planet of changes and new things and experiments. So basically what this aspect means is that it's time for a change. It won't happen in a stressful, shocking, sudden, unexpected way. Probably it's more like something that you are ready for, that you are willing to do. So generally this is a change in terms of family and home, but also related to your work and daily routines. Uranus is in 6th house, which suggests that maybe it's time to do something new, to try something different in terms of your work or business ideas. And you may have these sudden new projects in mind or find some interesting solutions thanks to this aspect. And the other thing we should talk about is Mars. Mars, which will be in Sagittarius during the whole month and in your 2nd house. Generally, Mars is a planet which can help you to be more initiative and more active in this area of your life, meaning that for you it might be putting a lot of efforts into earning some money, being very active, taking some risks. However, we need to be more careful in this case because Mars will make square with Neptune. And Neptune is a planet which can bring complications, foggy situations, unclear things, misunderstandings, mistakes, lies, basically all kinds of complications. And it relates to your finances, this aspect in 2nd and 5th house. So be extra careful with your financial decisions, what you're spending, where you're saving your money. I would recommend you to avoid making some important changes during this month, especially around the exact square. And also 5th house is about entertainment and joy and love. So in that area, you may also fall into the trap of some misunderstandings or illusions. Especially in terms of your personal life and romantic life, be careful because you might be disappointed. Maybe reality won't match your expectations and it might be hurtful. Anyway, the most important during this month is the solar eclipse, which will be in Aquarius in your 4th house. So this is time to make something about your family and home and the people that you live with. Focus on that area, try to make the needed changes and to leave everything that you can in the past, everything which is no longer needed. So that's the most important, guys, for February. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check the webinar about the aspects during February. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today and I will see you very soon.